rent our space for private events and birthday parties. Learn more about our events and exclusive product launches on Facebook and Instagram at Dick's House of Sport KNX. Dick's House of Sport, proud partner of Tennessee Athletics.
You're listening to FM 105.7 and AM 1340, WKGN Knoxville, and W289CU Knoxville, Fanrun Radio.
Tony Basilio Show.
Listening to FM 105.7 and AM 1340, WKGN Knoxville, and W289CU Knoxville, and Run Radio.
It's only a day away. We're going to be live tomorrow, ladies and germs, as I welcome you to the Tony Basilio Show, Smoky Mountain Brewery. We're excited. And it's pretty fun here. I'm looking forward to this bowl game. The closer we get to it. Matt Dixon, happy birthday to you, my brother.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Dixie.
To you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, TGMD. Happy birthday to you. We doing anything special, Matt, for our birthday? As John Adams likes to say, he calls it a birthday like my grandmother did.
No, not really. We're go out to dinner later. I'm not a big birthday guy.
Yeah. Wait till you get to be my age. Know. May the good Lord bless you. Come on, Matt Dix. What do you mean you're not a big birthday guy, dude? You're worth celebrating. I celebrate you. Every day is Matt Dixon's birthday in my world, Brian. You know what I mean?
I think once you get a certain age, it's sort of you've had so many of them, and it's kind of maybe not as big a deal, or you're just reminded that you're a day older.
Yep.
A year older, even though it's only a day older, technically.
Yep. It's depressing. Matt, what's your favorite kind of cake? Birthday cake.
Chocolate.
Oh,
just
that's
chocolate. You can never have too much chocolate.
Chocolate on chocolate or chocolate with the vanilla, with the yellow cake?
Just all chocolate's fine. Yeah.
Do you guys find yourselves, last night, Brian Hartman, I'm going to tell myself here, because I wrote about it in the blog today. I tried really hard to kind of turn away from that bowl game last night, but darn it, those South Florida and Old Dominion kids, they didn't have either starting quarterback out there. It was an ugly, ugly football game. Man, they were really hitting each other last night. That was a vicious football game last night, guys.
Gaston Moore got knocked out of the game on a leg whip.
Stone.
Or some kind of it wasn't like a regular shot. It was like a trip with his legs.
Well,
and he hit his head.
2 series before that, the starting quarterback from Old Dominion got his egg scrambled by Deshaun Rucker, former Vol great. And then the next play, Old Dominion throws the ball in the end zone to a guy that blows his knee out. And then and then a series and a half later, Gaston Moore's out there, his final play in college football. Here's a guy that's been waiting 6 years to get a start and to play a full game like that. And he goes out, Matt, and literally almost left on the meat wagon. I mean, my gosh. He got hit somewhere in his lower extremity, and his head hit the ground with sheer violence, Matt. Sheer violence.
Yeah. He just got legs taken out from under him and hit his head on the turf on was actually a really nice play.
Yes.
And that was one of the hits that was one of the legal hits of the game. There's a lot of hits after the whistle. That game was just such a bad game that it was just so entertaining.
That's exactly right.
Was really, you couldn't turn it off. Was really fun to watch. Neither starting quarterback's there. Comrade Golish is gone.
The raid, Comrade. Yeah.
And if you think that his team's disciplined down there, I mean, that team is one of the more undisciplined and unsound teams you'll see in college football. But it was fun to watch. That was a really fun game.
And here's the truth about college football. I came to this realization last night. We can sit there and act like we're better than it. And we can sit there and act like we're not going to watch the bowl games. Guess what? You're going to watch your bowl games. You know how I know? Because I'm sitting there last night and I'm watching a dreadful bowl game. But you know why I was watching it? There were kids out there on that field that wanted to be out there. And damn it, in a romantic sort of way, that still matters. It's still real to me. It's still real to me.
I wasn't interested in this game at all, but Delaware got their first bowl victory last night.
You better
beating
darn
Louisiana.
Believe it. Give it up for the Blue Hens. We used to frequent Newark when I was a kid. That's right. That was about 45 minutes from my house. There's Newark, Delaware, and Newark, New Jersey. But they're in Newark, Delaware. Bri, have you ever been to Delaware's campus?
No, I haven't.
I took Beanstar down there 3 or 4 years ago when he came back to Casa Basilio. So, pretty next level.
By the way, take the unders in these bowl games. It looks like that was a good decision the last couple of games because points are at a premium.
We will be doing a bowl/playoff special tonight. In Byron's world today over on the blog at tclub.team, he gets into some playoff stuff that I want to talk about with John Adams when he gets here and TGMD when he gets here. TGMD, are you bummed out about Legend Bay? What's your level of bum out?
No. I didn't want the guy at all.
Yeah, that was kind of.
He's kind of an unserious player.
Yes.
Uber talented, but he's not even a sure thing.
No.
Because he's kind of that high school quarterback, just elite athlete that. I just way too much of a head case. Kind of just a more talented Boo Carter. Just don't even bring the guy in.
The crazy thing, this and Tennessee's bowl game is going to be fascinating because you got both quarterbacks playing. Last night in those games, there's opt-outs. Even in the lower division teams, there are opt-outs all over the place, and you really don't know what you're going to get. But both of those games were worth looking at. And Matt's right. In a I don't want to use the term morbid curiosity, Matt, but that's kind of what it was like. It was like watching that South Florida game. It was dark humor. It was like, okay, who's the next quarterback up? South Florida brought some kid in, Matt, that's never played in a game once gas pipe went out. And I mean gas pipe got gas piped. He got hammered. That was a vicious-looking shot he took. The way his head hit the ground.
Yeah, I was surprised he was able to walk off the field.
Ooh, me too.
A really good, and he stayed on the sideline, so they obviously didn't, take him back to the locker room, which was good. But no point in risking playing him when he's obviously took a shot to the head. But no, it was. I hated it for him. It would have been nice if he kind of went out with playing well or leading the team to a victory.
Exactly.
But, it's unfortunate.
Unfortunately, yeah.
All those personal foul penalties South Florida was committing was absolutely hilarious. That game got away from the officials early.
Yeah, totally out of control. All right, let's go through the opt-outs for the bowl game because they're up to date here. And I still think there's one or two that might opt out from Tennessee. I hear Joseph's is going to, but who knows? We told you last week, before it happened that Arian Carter was going to opt out. The guy's got bad, kind of his feet are bothering him and whatever. Okay, defensive back Marcus Gorey. Shout out to the Average White Band and Alan Gorey. Pick up the pieces, cut the cake. I got work to do. Arian Carter, he's on his way to the NFL draft prep. 2 turf toes at once. That sounds painful. Chris Brazzle, Dazzle, Razzle, Brazzle, Dazzle. Projected to be a second round or third round draft pick after his solid year he had this year. I would, no offense, but I would buyer beware of him at the NFL level, but that's just me. When I hear about guys that, don't want to work at it in college, no offense to them, in the NFL, those guys, and as they say in Russia, niet. Cornerback Jermon McCoy, NFL draft prep, was a number 1 pick. Now what happens with him? Look, I think he really tried to get on the field this year. Matt, probably for his NFL stock, it was probably better for him to let what happened last year on the film be his last will and testament in terms of what he can do in the NFL. What do you think?
Correct, because he wouldn't have been 100% and not in, football shape when he came back.
Yep.
So now he can focus on all the combine stuff and all those agility and tests that he can focus on that and use his tape from last year, which was very elite. I mean, he was just a lockdown corner who made has really good ball skills. I hate we only got 1 year of him. But yeah, he's I don't know if he's going to be sneaking to the first round, but he'll be a top 50 pick.
Yeah.
Colton Hood probably the other one that
he's still
I'm curious about. I assume
curious?
he's going to opt out of the bowl game as well and go pro.
He's still in.
Lance Hurd would be the other one that he could go pro if he plays in the bowl game. He's probably coming back, I would guess.
They think he's coming back.
I actually think Joseph might play in the bowl game.
Wow.
He's like a 5th-year guy. I think he could play. I could see him actually playing.
Well, this is going to be really interesting. Cool. Yeah, be very cool. One way or another, this bowl game doesn't have the tremendous number of opt-outs that a lot of these games do. You got both starting quarterbacks playing. Both guys want to be there. We were talking about Brazil before being out. And you know what? That gives somebody else a chance. There are some young guys that we'll get an opportunity to see, which is another cool thing about these games. Moving down, defensive end Kellen Lindstrom is in the portal. Brandon Ains in the portal. Defensive lineman Jamal Wallace in the portal. Hardly knew ye. And then, we have Colton Hood down here. And Joshua Josephs. What's going to happen with those guys?
I think that speaks to the culture of both programs that there are so few opting out in a game of 8 and 4 teams.
Agree. And I couldn't turn away last night. I tried. I mean, I couldn't stay through the whole game. Don't get me wrong. I mean, there comes a time where you got to draw the line. You're sitting there watching Delaware and whatever they were playing, and then you had Gaston Moore out there literally fell right on the back of his head. It was fit. I mean, that was one of the more vicious shots. You know what that was? I put that up there with that kid from NC State, that McCall kid, after Tennessee played them last year, the way he exited the sport. That was a vicious shot that McCall kid took. And he quit shortly after that. Gaston Moore waited 6 years to get in that spot. And there ain't no Disney movies in college football, as we like to say around here. That was a Stephen King ending.
Well,
I mean,
he gave up
bum.
And he gave up on that after last year. Pretty much he'd taken a job.
And he did that thing where they get knocked out, where their hands go up. And when you see a guy do that, and that's the thing we've learned about sport, is that there's this physiological reaction where your hands go up and you look like rapper Andy almost when you're on the dance floor. Your hands go up like it's like that thing, John, where you protect yourself. You know what I'm talking about? You see these guys do it. You know what I'm talking about when you get knocked out.
No,
John Adams in the mix and in the hunt.
No, I don't. But watching you do that,
yeah,
was extraordinarily creepy. Could they see you on?
Yeah, they're watching me.
I don't think the camera's on me at all.
Illinois, it will be. Illinois opt-outs. Offensive tackle J.C. Davis. Matt graded as number 3 offensive lineman in college football. I guess we could say he's probably a player, Matt. I'd say we'd probably say J.C. Davis is a player. Defensive back Matthew Bailey is their leading tackler on the year. He wanted to play in the game, but he has a shoulder injury, so he can't go. Gabe Jackus, who's the Big Ten sack leader, he's opting out for the NFL draft, and then they've got several portal guys. Matt, who has the who loses more players in this thing, us or them, right now to this point?
Probably Tennessee with Brazel and Colton Hood. Your best corner, and then your top wide receiver. But
what do you think, John?
Well, you're losing. Illinois is losing your best. Its best offensive lineman, and its best pass rusher.
Yeah.
In a game where both teams are vulnerable to the pass,
and their leading tackler's a third guy.
Yeah. So that. Yeah, I think it's pretty much a wash. Yeah, both defenses struggled at times this year. So,
yeah.
But I really like Tennessee chances in this game. But I go back to that first Josh Heupel season when Tennessee was playing Purdue in the last Music City Bowl. I thought Tennessee was going to score 62
Never
points.
Forget it. They turned Aiden O'Connell into a pro football player that day.
They sure did. I encourage people to bet their house.
You sure did.
On it. Yeah. And, but it's a risk.
You ought to be on winners and losers tonight.
I don't think that Illinois team is as explosive as Purdue was. We just didn't know Purdue was that explosive when we played them.
Boy, but I tell you what, think about this Tennessee defense with all the missed tackles. Tried to tackle that Purdue tight end. Oh, my gosh.
He's still breaking tackles somewhere.
And that's a crazy thing, guys, about these games is we saw this last night. You see these guys get a chance. Hey, this backup quarterback from Old Dominion, I don't know who he is. I have no idea. I'll tell you what, he played really hard last night. Like, he's the kid that got basically knocked out. Matt, did you see the hit he took? And then he got back in there. And he had that long touchdown run to seal the game. In these playoff games, these bowl games, it's really about which team wants to be there the most. The Vols that day on defense against Purdue, was that Purdue's last hurrah in college football? They've been any good since then? Let's think about that.
No, I don't think they have.
How many games do you guys think they've won since then? We ought to look that up.
Well,
10 or
Jeff
11,
Brom
maybe?
Left for Louisville not long after that, right?
10 or 11?
Did he win? Did he coach one more season after that, or did he leave?
I'm thinking he did coach one more year, but I mean,
because he did pretty
I think
well.
He left, and that's part of it.
Hey, Matt, sight unseen, how many games do you think Purdue's won since then in the 4 seasons since that game? Frankie Valley.
I'd say 14.
14's a good number. I'm going to go 11.
They're pretty bad.
They're really bad.
I don't understand Barry Odom leaving UNLV for the Purdue job.
No.
Really bad move.
Money.
Yeah.
But why?
Yeah, it's not like he's a pauper. He's not.
No. I agree with that.
They were 8-6 the next year.
Okay, so that's
so they must have won a bowl game somewhere in there.
So what'd they do the next year after that?
And I'll try to find that out. I think that's when they
Then they got a bunch of 1-win seasons coming, 1 and 2 win. No offense, Bob.
They actually made it to the Big Ten championship game and lost to Michigan by
the year they were 8-6.
Yeah, they lost by 21 points. Then they lost to LSU in the Camping World Bowl. LSU blew them out.
See, these games, John, do you have any recollection of them playing LSU in the Camping World Bowl game?
You know what? It's funny because I watch the bowl games.
Yeah.
It's college football. I enjoy watching it.
Yes.
But I have absolutely no memory of any of those games. About all I remember is Quinn Ewers on the inside the 20 against Ohio State last year in that play where he pretty much said, hey, I'd rather see the Buckeyes win.
James Daniel, Matt, cracked on me. He said the bowl games are perfect viewing for people like me that watch spring league football.
Step up for you. But
yeah, he's not wrong there.
What about that?
Are you going, Matt, to the have you decided Music City Bowl?
I haven't decided for sure, but probably not. Still questionable.
Whoa!
What?
I was getting ready to say I would bet on Matt going.
Yeah, I'd bet my house on that.
Oh, there's another.
Damn, that's gonna be an empty building if Matt Dixon's not there.
Well, Adam Sparks' wife Bev is going. If she weren't going and Matt wasn't going,
hey, let me tell you
forget about it.
Let me tell you about Adam Sparks' wife. She's a sportsman. Okay, she loves it.
Part owner of the Braves.
She loves her Vols. And I mean to tell you, she has a take and will give it to you. I told Adam, I said, I want her on here instead of you. He said, what does that mean?
That was unkind.
See? But I do. When I've talked to him in the past and she's back here, you ever hear some of her takes? She's got great takes, man.
Yeah, she's
a takesman. She comes hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what? Maybe you could sponsor a podcast with me and Adam's wife. I could do that.
Why you and Adam's wife? Why not me and Adam's wife? Why you and Adam's wife?
Because you're on air too much already. Well, I'm sorry. I didn't mean that.
You mean like I'm overexposed?
Well, you're right to that point.
Living Vol fan, make Alumni Hall your one-stop shop for all your Vol fans on your shopping list this holiday season. There's nothing better than getting your favorite Tennessee gear under the tree. Picture it, a nice polo shirt, a new hoodie, something for the man cave. Pop in and see my friends at Alumni Hall. Best selection of Tennessee gear. Alumni Hall, 3 Knoxville locations, Bristol, Johnson City, Murfreesboro, or online at alumnihall.com. It's easy to have a big orange Christmas. And happy holidays from everyone at Alumni Hall. The ultimate volunteer shopping experience. Alumni Hall. Calhoun's invites you to leave the cooking to us all holiday season long. Between now and the end of the year, feast without the fuss. When you host at the holidays, don't you dare cook. Go absolutely next level with this offer. Between now and the first of the year, Calhoun's is offering an incredible deal on delicious turkey or prime rib dinner. You could feed from 5 to 10 people at your home holiday gathering, not lift a finger of preparation. The turkey dinner comes with amazing sides like mashed potatoes, peas, melt-in-your-mouth gravy, dressing to die for, fresh rolls, cranberry sauce, and homemade cheesecake. And the prime rib dinner features amazing melt-in-your-mouth prime rib, fresh mashed potatoes, au jus, green beans, gravy, rolls, horseradish sauce, and delicious fresh baked cheesecake. This amazing offering is available now through the new year. Call to place your order today. More information found at holidayfeedpack.com. Again, that's holidayfeedpack.com. Feast without the fuss this holiday season with Calhoun's, the taste of Tennessee. When it's time for your next move, you want to get your precious belongings from point A to point B with your peace of mind intact. That's why you need to call my friends at Gouffon Moving and Storage, East Tennessee's moving legend. Gouffon Moving and Storage has been helping East Tennesseans move since 1887. That's 138 years, 5 generations. That's even longer than the Dooley, Jones, and Pruitt era combined. Gouffon Moving and Storage, pro movers, serving Knoxville, surrounding areas, and interstate moves too, both residential and commercial. And we'll provide you with personalized service that other corporate movers simply cannot. We know how to move all types of items. We pay careful attention to our clients' valuables. Your satisfaction as a customer is our absolute priority. As the oldest continually owned and operated family moving business in the United States, when it's time time for your next move. It's Gufan Moving and Storage. And storage, it's secure and vaulted. Our newest offering of commercial storage logistics. We offer receiving, storage, and delivery services for all your business logistic needs. See more at Gufan.com. That's Gufan.com. Or check out the link at tclub.team. When it's time for your next move, East Tennessee's moving legend, Gufan Moving and Storage.
Life never stops moving. And between the 30-minute commutes, daycare pickups, weekly soccer practice, Tuesday night yoga, X number of coffee runs, and that weekend trip to grandma's, you're racking up the miles. What you need is a tire that can keep up. A tire designed for doers. A tire that's going to last. Like the exceptionally long-lasting Michelin Defender tire. With an 80,000-mile warranty and the safety and comfort you expect, you can forget all about the miles ahead and focus on getting to your destination or conquering your to-do list. Fleet Tire, I-275 exit 1B at East Woodland Avenue in Knoxville. That's Fleet Tire, I-275 exit 1B at East Woodland Avenue in Knoxville. Fleet Tire.
Inward Half is committed to the game and the memorable moments that happen in between. From the tee box to the tailgate, from the green to the big game. For the first birdie with Dad, the first big win with Mom. Friday night lights, Saturday superstitions, Sunday traditions. Fall into the comfort and unparalleled performance of Inward Half. This fall, enjoy the walk-in.
Are you tired of hiding your smile because of crooked teeth? At Knoxville Smiles, we've got the perfect solution. Invisalign. No metal, no wires, just clear, comfortable aligners that straighten your teeth without anyone noticing. Eat what you want, smile with confidence, and see results in as little as 6 months. Call us today for more information about Invisalign, 865-539-1776, or just visit us online at knoxvillesmiles.com. Smile brighter with Knoxville Smiles.
Out-of-town law firms have been swarming into East Tennessee lately. From Memphis, Chattanooga, and Birmingham, they've stormed into the area. Wouldn't you rather do business with a local firm? You know, a true neighbor. Marcos Garza and the pros at the Garza Law Firm are just that. There are neighbors and friends that support local causes year-round. The Garza Law Firm works to serve you professionally on criminal matters, injuries and accident matters, and Social Security and disability filings. The Garza Law Firm is here for you at garzalaw.com. The Garza Law Firm. Let us help.
Cold weather is on its way, and keeping your home warm and cozy doesn't have to cost a fortune. Upgrade your HVAC system with Pipe Wrench Home Services and get payments as low as $137 per month. You'll also save on utility bills with a new energy-efficient HVAC system to keep your home warm and comfortable through the holidays. We make it easy with free on-site estimates on replacements and free second opinions on repairs. So call or schedule your appointment online today at pipewrench.com. And get a new energy-saving HVAC system for as little as $137 per month. We are committed to keeping your home cozy and worry-free this holiday season. Pipe Wrench Home Services, trusted in Knoxville, Maryville, Oak Ridge, and neighboring communities for over 20 years. And as always, same-day service guaranteed or the visit is free. Offer good with approved credit. Some restrictions apply. Visit pipewrench.com for details.
Tony Basilio, proud to bring to you Alan of WeShipFloors.com. Alan, 'tis the season of giving, and you're in a giving mood.
We're in a giving mood, Tony. We're extending this sale, this 40% off sale. And to the Tony Basilio loyal listeners, of course, we're going to do the 45% off using code word Tony. And because it's the time for giving, if you use that Nega Dave promo code, we're going to give you 45% off. But get this, Tony. We're not going to give you a warranty. We ain't going to give you a warranty because we know if you use the negative promo, you're going to have problems with your floor.
The great thing, though, with the Supercore floor, Alan, and you've proven this over at YouTube, is it's hard to have problems with your floor.
It's hard to have problems, yes, Tony. You don't have claims. I mean, we literally don't. We've got a remarkable product. It's waterproof, pet-proof. It's even mother-in-law proof for the holidays. So there you go. We have 120 different Supercore floors. It's got a lifetime warranty, room visualizer. You can take a picture of your room, drop our floor right into it. We've got all this stuff in stock here in Johnson City. We ship nationwide for free.
120 Supercore floors, 45% off through the new year. Alan at WeShipFloors.com. Anything else for us?
Go Vols, Tony.
Love it. WeShipFloors.com. So here we are. We're back with you, 865-200-5402. Alan from WeShipFloors.com is a nut. He's got a floor that's mother-in-law proof, pet proof. John, I mean, this guy is.
What is mother-in-law proof?
He said it. I don't know.
How does that work with the family?
I don't know. Hey, Matt Diskin, your Commissioner Bachwinkle has wished you, Matt Diskin, a happy birthday. And Matt Diskin, what is the origin of people referring to you as Matt Diskin? Can you share that on your birthday, Matt? Because today's Matt's birthday.
Happy birthday, Matt.
Thank you. That was the caller for one of the post game show, telling me that I couldn't come back from Gainesville with an L.
Oh. He threatened me and he threatened Matt. He threatened me. He said,
he double dipped.
Yeah.
And I think
even though Matt wasn't going to Gainesville.
Yes. And Matt said, look, I haven't been down there in 15 years, but I appreciate you putting the onus on me to deliver a victory against that Morbin bunch. And they were a Morbin bunch last year. John Adams left us gifts, guys, in his year-end gift column. Byron, in Byron's world today, over at tclub.team, Byron's Corner, he said, my holiday wish. He said, it's the most wonderful time of the year, he said. Season brimming with joy, spreading the cheer, gathering the loved ones around the table or the TV, and, of course, the excitement. He said, but one of my absolute favorite holiday traditions is John Adams' annual gift-giving column in the paper. I've always dreamed of making that prestigious list just once in my life. Dare to dream big, right?
What's his name?
Byron. He said it would feel like a major personal accomplishment in my life, like I finally arrived in the world of sports commentary. Life would feel complete.
What's his last name?
I can't tell you that. Okay, he doesn't reveal it here. Okay, I'll admit it. I also love the thrill of seeing my name in print. My ultimate wish would be John gifting me the title of Czar of Sports. And then he goes on to talk about what he would do as Czar of Sports. And he talks about how college football needs to balance its schedule. And these teams need to get, if we're going to have a playoff, we need to get more in line with whom we're playing. Quit playing the crip games. Play 10 real games a year. Only 2 crip games a year. But then, John, look at this. At the bottom of his column, he said one other thing. He said, P.S. While leaving the FCC the other night, a.k.a. Thompson Bowling Arena, after Tennessee's beatdown of Louisville, I parked behind Lindsey Nelson Stadium, and on the ground, I found an index card. And I can only assume this is one of W. Lynn's famous index cards, he writes. Complete with a sketched out 32-team playoff bracket. Now, John, you're familiar with W. Lynn's writing. Please look at that. What do you think? That looks like his writing, doesn't it?
Tony, I don't have a photographic memory.
Look at that.
Let me say it again.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. That looks like W.
It looks like that could also be a psychological test. What do you see in that? I see.
Looks like W. Lynn met Charles Manson. Okay, so all right, so back to where we are. Matt, do you believe W. Lynn might have been sketching at a Tennessee baseball game? Yes or no, Matt?
Certainly possible. There's not too many people that will put a 32-team playoff bracket together for fun.
No, you've narrowed the field there.
Yeah,
with 32.
Not a whole lot of possibilities.
So Byron's got Byron. John was writing your name down. John's making a list and checking it twice over here,
yeah.
bro. I think you might get you a gift next year, bro. Now, what did
I got to get a last name.
John, Mr. C texted me yesterday and said, "Did you see what John left you?" And I'm over here holding on for dear life into the holidays.
Yeah.
Something about a piper.
I left you a piper out.
A pipe. But how do you deliver a piper?
Well, you just got to do it in your car.
Piper. Matt, how do you deliver a piper? Have you ever delivered a piper, Matt?
It's a piper.
I have not.
You are totally immature, John. He's presented by Jennifer Morris. Next Moose.
So C saw that?
Of Keller Williams. Yeah, he says you got a piper. He popped for that piper thing. We had such fun back in July over the piper. Those that listen to the show, do you understand what a piper route is? Because if you don't, we'll maybe explain it to you at some point. But.
Well, yeah, it's not.
What was in the piper that you were left? That's the key. That's the question.
I'll tell you what was in the piper. It was a gifts column, and it had for Matt Dixon.
Yes, Dixon,
left him, gave him a Shane Beamer bobblehead. I know Matt's a big fan.
Matty,
loves that guy. And
happy birthday, Matt.
Looks like he's got his quarterback locked down, doesn't he? They're paying that.
No, you should have left the Eli Drinkwitz bobblehead.
Well, we talked about that.
Regards, Dimwit.
Well, it could have gone either way, but I think Shane Beamer's better because he had a worse year. And I thought that, I mean, come on. That first half against Texas A&M, I think that was one of the great moments in college football this
history,
year.
No question.
Any year, yeah. When Shane Beamer's walking up, what was the score?
He declared victory.
30, was it 31?
31-3.
31-3, and he's pumping his fist.
We were at the tailgate for the kids.
He kind of acts like a bobblehead on the sidelines too.
He does.
Matt goes, look at that douche. And he was over there cheering on he was like whipping their fans into a frenzy, gone into the tunnel like the game was over. One small problem with that. That was pretty next level.
You want to know what I gave Brian?
Alan Ward.
Go ahead.
Wants to know what you gave Thug Flutie at down at We Ship Floors Allen, down at Vanderbilt. How great!
You don't want to know.
Did you give him anything?
No.
Okay, go ahead. Give me something for Brian.
Brian, what do you think it would be for Brian? What do you think I like most about Brian? Other than there are only two things that just made me. I just had to go into disappear. Was Matt Dixon going? Did they take him to an animal clinic?
Matt, now we're doing a year-end thing,
and
here.
I was going to give him a job. Maybe I should have kept this one in there, but I thought it was maybe too far out. But I said a job at an animal clinic.
Matt, what is the reference? That reference in reference to? Would you care to expound to the living listener? Because there's a lot of inside baseball going on right now.
Well, that's what this column is.
Why?
I know.
You're amusing yourself.
You can't.
You have to amuse.
It's a great column.
You
can't yearly bit.
But you can't explain it. But when Matt did that, it was like, you know how you have a great movie and then they have a twist at the end that just turns it into epic. Well, this was already a great story with Polly Joe in a gorilla suit at a playoff game in Notre Dame and all that stuff.
You guys,
and
first of all, here's the backstory. It was 3:30 in the morning when we learned that Polly Joe had in fact slipped on the ice and was in an emergency room where he shattered his leg. But he was walking on the ice up in Notre Dame.
He didn't shatter it. He injured himself.
It took him like 9 months of rehab, and you guys.
Well, I'm sorry about that, but I wasn't.
You guys were absolutely giggling in the middle of the night about it.
I wrote a column about it.
What did Matt say? What did Matt say?
They talked about They took. I came in and I'm asking. I didn't know the background of the story. You'd already told the story.
Well, it just happened, and I said to you guys, I said, Holy Joe is in the emergency room.
No.
And what did Matt say? Because I told him he fell on the ice in a gorilla suit.
No, but this story was told earlier. You went through it all. I came in late. And then you talked about, you said, you repeated that about, they took him to the emergency room.
My favorite part of that story is the fact that he had to be treated in the tunnel where the teams walk out. And the teams were looking down at somebody in a gorilla suit being given medical treatment, and even Marcus Freeman caught his eye, and they were like, "What in the hell is this?"
Marcus Freeman came and hovered over him.
Yeah. I mean, it was already a great story.
If they would have won it all, John, he would have been
famous
forever.
Because that would have been a part of Irish lore.
Yes, it would have been the guy in the gorilla suit.
Yeah, and now they're just known as a team that quits and takes its ball and goes home. But Matt, when you said they took him, very concerned, they took him to an emergency room.
And
Matt didn't miss a beat, and he just said very matter-of-factly, inquisitively, was it an animal clinic?
All right. So there we are. We're self-amused now. 865-200-5402. I'm going to go around the room 1 to 10.
Wait
1 being I moderately care, 10 being I greatly care. We'll go back to that 1 second here. Got to shift gears. College football playoff begins tomorrow, John. 10 being you're totally dialed in. 1 being, I don't care. Where are you on the college football playoff that begins tomorrow? The four first-round games. Let's talk about them in their totality before we break out the big games.
I've got to give Brian his gift, too. We'll get back to that later.
We'll get back to Brian's gift.
Okay. But, I'm totally dialed in. I mean, it's college football.
Yeah.
And I think 2 of the games are really appealing with a lot on the line. Oklahoma and Alabama, 2 storied programs. Alabama, 1.5-point favorite. People just don't believe in Oklahoma.
I don't get it.
They don't believe in Oklahoma, but if you watch them beat Tennessee and watch them beat Alabama, I don't care how many yards those teams gained on them. Boy, that defense there reminds me of the Chicago Bears 85 team when they're just we'll just win the game with our defense.
Matt pointed this out before we played them, and it's the absolute truth. They turned it up when it mattered. Here, they turned us into a turnover machine, and then they went to Alabama and did the exact to a team that never makes mistakes on their home field. And then I saw Alabama rush for what, guys? -3 yards last time we saw them on a field. There's no way in hell, unless Alabama grows a running game, that they're going to beat that Oklahoma. How are you going to win when you can't run a football?
And they're just going to turn it over. Now, see, Ty Simpson passed for a bunch of yards in that game.
Sure.
A lot of people theorize that Ty Simpson is hurt. He's not throwing the ball as accurately as he did early.
Yeah.
I mean, in that Georgia game, gosh, just think if in his first few games he would have played like that, Alabama would have just been out of it. But in the other game I really like is A&M in Miami, because A&M's the team that's always expected to come up short. To its credit, it made the playoff, and a lot of people thought it'll fade down the stretch and something will happen. It's played. I'm not sure Le'Veon Moss is going to play, and he's a big part of that team. He gives them a power running game. Without it, it really takes away from Marcel Reed. But you know why I think it'll win? Home field, Carson Beck. Do you trust Carson Beck in a hostile environment against a good defense?
I don't know what to think about that game, because either Carson Beck's going to win a playoff game.
I just don't see that.
Or A&M's going to win a playoff game. And A&M's history is exactly what they did with Texas this year. They're running pole position all year. in a year where they, have one of the better wins in college football.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, they got one of the better
They
wins.
knocked Notre Dame out of the playoff.
Didn't Miami and them both beat Notre Dame?
Yeah.
So that's what this is. This is a Notre Dame Appreciation Bowl. If you stop and think about it, that just crossed my mind. Okay, so Matt, what is your level of excitement? 10 being right on point. John's a 10. Where are you with the playoffs upon us here? Beginning tomorrow night.
Probably like an 8. I was like a 10 last year. Tennessee
because of us.
In it.
Yep.
Yeah. So it's probably like an 8.
And then you had the Ice Bowl too.
What about, hey guys? What about tomorrow night, Matt? What do you think? Is they going to do that 3 times in a row to that Kellen DeBoer guy? And if they do, will he take the Michigan job? And I'm being serious here. I'm being 100% serious.
I think Michigan's going to make a run at him if they lose. Absolutely.
Yes.
And who knows whether he would actually. I mean, he'd probably entertain it some. I'd be surprised if he took it, but with all the turmoil they've got up there, but it's the most intriguing of the first round games, I think. Even though it is a rematch, two obviously flawed teams. Oklahoma's probably more flawed offensively, but they also have the best unit on the field in their defense, which is what's won them or what's got them in the playoffs. And they're playing at home, so it should be really easily the game that I want to watch the most.
It's going to be really hard-hitting.
These first 4. But
hey, guys, that Oklahoma team will knock on defense.
Well,
that is a street fighting bunch right there.
What Michigan should do is they should try to get Dan Lanning. And then DeBoer could go back to Oregon on the West Coast.
Dan Lanning's
leaving Oregon. Come on, Brian.
He's not going to leave Oregon.
Why would he leave Oregon for Michigan?
No, he's got in a better situation. He's got all the resources.
Michigan ought to try.
Well, they could.
I would.
Well, they ought to try to get Nick Saban, too.
Well,
ladies and gentlemen, if you've never heard the post game, if that exchange would have been fueled by some spirits, say some T3 vodka from Matt Dixon, that would have gone a little differently. But today, it's a G-rated. It's a G-rated exchange today.
What about?
Anthony and I were laughing yesterday. We were watching something. We were laughing about. Kids were over. We were eating, enjoying each other, and we got to talking about Matt in the middle of the night. And he gets a little oiled up for some of these games, Matt, and he turns into post-game Matt Dixon. He's just like this mild-mannered guy on here today.
I don't think he's that mild-mannered. Well, compared to the post-game.
I mean, today's his birthday. He's feeling
pretty good. Okay.
You know what I mean?
What?
But he just looked at Brian and said, Brian, stop. You know what I mean?
Well, he does that a lot.
But
it doesn't faze Brian. It doesn't hurt his
Brian
feelings.
keeps coming back for more. Brian loves it, man. Brian's
you know
what
I gave Brian for his Christmas gift?
So, all right. What about this? Miami A&M game? Brian, you haven't given me a pick on the Oklahoma game. Matt, you're picking. Are you picking Oklahoma in this one because Bama can't run the ball, or does Bama somehow figure out a way here?
I think Bama figures out a way with the time to prep and to. I think John kind of alluded to it. I don't think Ty Simpson's been healthy down the stretch. But I mean, they are one-dimensional. But Oklahoma's kind of. I'm not sure Oklahoma's even one-dimensional offensively. They're really bad there too. I think Bama finds a way to outscore them with their passing game.
You know what Oklahoma did, guys? And we were talking about it the other day. They did the Tennessee thing last year. They figured out a way to work around the quarterback, and the quarterback got beat up. But they figured out a way with their defense just to take the ball away from people,
I know,
play field position, and beat people.
I know, but they did it against
what they're going to do to Alabama because they can't run the ball. And they'll force turnovers like they did the last time. I think
that's right. I think Oklahoma's going to win again.
But here's the difference between Oklahoma this year and Tennessee last year was Oklahoma had a brutal schedule.
Oh, no question.
Tennessee did.
No question.
And it came through that.
Yeah.
You know what's odd about this, too, is this matchup. These are two big-time programs, all those national titles. think of all the great running backs.
Yes.
My gosh, that those two programs have produced.
Yes.
And then look at their running backs in this game.
That's right. You're exactly right. I mean, there is that the craziest thing about that Alabama team, guys, is, you think to yourself, that's really a struggling running game they have. They got no running game.
Yeah.
And then you watch them in that Georgia game, and that's a Georgia team that at the line of scrimmage, people ran on them, not Alabama. And then Georgia got better at the end of the year. I realize that. And I know the guy's a great coach. And Bino made a good point. The Georgia team we saw on the field with them, the Georgia team that they became at the end of the year is probably 2 touchdowns better. They really grew.
Tennessee wouldn't want to play that Georgia.
Nobody wants to play them. I think Georgia's got a chance to win the whole thing.
Do you really?
Yes, I do.
You think they can?
Yes, I do.
Really?
I don't know why I think that, but I think they could win. It would be disgusting. It would gross me out.
Why would that bother you? I think it'd be good for the SEC.
F the SEC.
Wow, you sound like Diego Pavia.
Listen. If it isn't us,
Diego.
I mean, I'm still going to look at it. I'm a degenerate.
Show a little respect, Diego.
Matt, do you feel the same way? F the SEC.
Yes. I don't want Georgia or Alabama to win a national title.
But they're capable.
If A&M or Ole Miss, it wouldn't bother me as much. But I mean, I don't want Bama or Georgia to win.
Which leads me to this: at the outset of the playoff, John, if you could click your heels and one team could win it, who would win it? If you could click your heels, and I'm going to ask a listener that today. One team, you get one team, and don't give me one of those G5. I don't want that garbage. They can't win it. I'm talking about one of the real legitimate teams.
I've got 2 I like to see win it, but I guess you can only have one, right?
Go ahead. What are your 2, Brian?
Either that Ole Miss team after what they've been through or Indiana.
John?
Wow. I would like to see Texas A&M win it for one reason. How that would impact the Texas fans, because Texas fans
a great thing.
Think they're so much better than ever. I mean, they're like Alabama on steroids, where Alabama kind of looks down, well, we won all these national titles in the SEC, but Texas hasn't done as much, but still thinks it's such a big deal. That would be awesome. So I got to go. I got to go
with melt their popsicle, boy. If A&M won that thing,
but I got Tech won it. Wouldn't that hurt them too?
Texas Tech.
Either one of those. That
might even hurt them worse.
But no, I think that A&M thing, after they beat A&M and A&M, it'd be like Ohio State, Michigan from last year. But I just can't help. But if Ole Miss would win a national championship, and Lane Kiffin left a national championship team, just abandoned
Bill Frieder and Coach Fisher again.
Yep, it'd be like Bill Frieder.
Just sitting there like,
I got to give.
How many national titles did Bill Frieder win?
Hey, Dixon, I got to give it to Ole Miss, because I didn't think they would do that to him. I thought they would know their role and accept their place in this deal, but they told him, "You choose." I got to give them a lot of credit, because I said I would let him coach.
I was inclined that way, but
you can't do that.
I know.
It sounds all right, but from the recruiting and portal perspective,
you can't trust him.
You just can't. You can't do that.
No, you can't trust
especially
him.
with a guy as untrustworthy.
You can't trust him.
They're letting his assistants come back and coach. What's the difference?
They're not the head coach.
Yeah,
they can still do some things and try to tamper.
What I think's funny, John,
Pete Golding won't let that happen.
Is the Frank Wilson deal. How Ole Miss has taken Frank Wilson off their staff because Frank Wilson's got a feud with Kiffin. Brilliant move.
I haven't even read that.
Yeah, that happened. Pete Golding.
What?
Brilliant move. Lane Kiffin.
What was his
one of the
feud?
first things he went down there he did is quarreled with Frank Wilson and has a feud with him.
You mean this just started?
It's over.
No. But
I don't know.
Is there a backstory?
Yeah, I don't know what the backstory is, but if you get that job and you don't make nice with the guy that's got the pipeline to all those players, you're an idiot. which Lane Kiffin has proven himself.
They've had heat for a while.
To be an idiot. Yeah, I think they've had heat.
Well, see, I was on vacation. I was down in Louisiana, and the reaction for everybody's asking me, well, what about Lane Kiffin? I said he's a really good coach, but you can't believe anything he says, and I don't know how this will pan out. Mm-hmm. He fits Louisiana. Everybody talked about Brian Kelly, what a bad fit he was. He really fits Louisiana culture. They like guys with checkered past and that kind of thing. But just think about it. Leaving a team, and then that team, and you're going to a school because you want to win a national title.
Oh, no, it's great.
If Ole Miss would win, I think it would be one of the greatest things in SEC history.
I think it would be fantastic and fantastical because their defense is so bad. If they had a few more players on defense, I could lead myself into believing that's possible. But man, they can't play at all on that side of the field. Not at all. There's just no way that team can win.
They play Jordan.
No, they're just brutal defensively.
Awful.
Can't stop anybody.
They make us
if
look
they'd
good.
gotten in last year, they could have done something.
Sure.
They could have done some damage.
That's
that team they had last year.
That's the story of Lane Kiffin's life.
Do you think Lane Kiffin would have left last year's team?
Of course.
Going into play, he would have still left it.
Sure. That's who these people are, man.
Do you believe that somebody tried to run him off the road on the way to the airport?
Well,
no, and it was confirmed it didn't happen.
I like what the authorities say. They called the press conference. There were 2 police officers because Ole Miss is not letting Lane Kiffin get away with it, and the whole state of Mississippi isn't. And our buddy down there is not. Who's
Neil McCready.
Neil McCready's doing incredible reportage through this whole thing. They basically called a press conference and said, hey, we were a part of that caravan, that escort, and nobody ever came near us to quote unquote run us off the road. That is totally fictitious.
Yeah.
What kind of a guy that just got the job stands up there before, and I'm telling you, John's right. If you look into the political landscape of Louisiana, and you look into the way they robbed for years and years, that whole levee program down there, when the levee finally broke down in New Orleans, stealing all that money out of there.
Mayor went to prison.
And all the corruption down there, down through the years, they are going to love him. He's going to fit right in.
But do you think he'll win a national championship there?
Yes.
I don't think he will.
Let's go around the room. Brian, will he win a natty at LSU? Buying or selling or trading?
Well, I'll be honest. I'd have to see it to believe it. I'm not saying he can't, but I'll just have to see it because it's not,
Matt Diskin.
He's going to get in his own way.
The birthday boy, Matt Diskin. Buying, selling, or trading? What are you?
I want to sell it, but
talent.
I think he'll get in the playoffs 2 or 3 times at least.
Yeah.
But I'd probably sell it.
It's a great question John asks. Look, the Mad Hatter did it. Coach O did it.
I know, but Brian Kelly didn't do it.
We're going to take we got tons of calls. We're going to get them all in.
Got to give Brian his gift too later.
Callers come first. This guy.
Well,
as we take presented by Jennifer Morris, Next Move, SmokyMountains.com.
What would you give Brian for a gift?
Some silence after this.
You're listening to FM 105.7 and AM 1340, WKGN Knoxville and W289CU Knoxville. Fanrun Radio.
It's the hottest postgame show on the planet. Garza Law, 5th quarter fan reaction. Fan reaction. As soon as the final gun sounds, we're live.
Score a TD every time with T3 Vodka. T3 is Tennessee's premium vodka, handcrafted with passion, precision, and a whole lot of pride. T3 Vodka is taking the Volunteer State by storm. T3 Vodka, handcrafted in the majesty of the foothills of the Great Smoky Mountains, where quality isn't just a promise, it's a way of life. Filtered 10 times and 80 proof, T3 Vodka delivers a smoothness that's unmatched. This dedication to excellence has already earned T3 Vodka prestigious accolades. T3 is a 5-time gold medal winning vodka and the 2025 SIPS Consumer Choice Award medal winner. Whether you're sipping it neat or on the rocks or mixing up your favorite cocktail, T3 Vodka is your choice for a premium, award-winning experience. Score a T3 TD and ask for T3 Vodka by name at restaurants and wine and liquor stores today. Drink it neat, drink it right, drink T3 Vodka and score a touchdown every time. T3, Tennessee's premium vodka. Distributed by Athens Distributing Company. Please drink responsibly. When it's time for a fresh coat of paint, run, don't walk to Walker's Painting. Interior and exterior, Walker's Painting's been making it beautiful since 1999 across the Knoxville area. New construction, repaints, commercial, residential, free estimates available. And get this, mention you heard Walker's Painting on the Basilio Show, 10% off your first job. Let's go! Run, don't walk to Walker's Painting. 865-688-1410. That's 865-688-1410. Walker's Painting, making it beautiful since 1999. Check out the ad at the blog at tclub.team. Walker's Painting.
Hi, I'm Jim Simpson, owner of Simpson Meats. When's the last time you grilled a really good burger or steak? One your friends still talk about. Our goal at Simpson Meats is to make that happen every time you have a cookout. All of our cuts of meats, steaks, burgers, briskets, and pork are always fresh, flavorful, and sustainably sourced. We are family owned, so we know the importance of knowing how and where your food is raised. We have been putting quality first since 1888. Visit our butcher shop off Lovell Road or online at simpsonmeats.com.
Okay, so we really need uniforms and equipment for this season. Can I trust you with that? Cool, just order them online. What? Yeah, I'm going to hop online and I'm going to get them ordered. Hold up, that's not a good idea. We shouldn't just spend money on some random online retailer, okay? I mean, it seems pretty convenient. Trust me, it's a terrible idea. Let me simplify this for you. SM Athletics. Okay, how do you pronounce it? SM Athletics? They're the go-to for uniforms and equipment, whether it's for universities, high schools, youth leagues, you name it. So why wouldn't you rather go with professionals who can guide us through the process, design the perfect uniforms, and deliver the best equipment? Yeah, I guess that makes sense. What's the name again? SM Athletics. Right. It's definitely smarter to go with a company that emphasizes customer service, fair pricing, and, of course, excellent products. Exactly. So, yeah, I guess it's settled then. For uniforms and equipment for all sports, it's SM Athletics.
About a problem tree looming over your home? Call ECR Total Landscapes. Whether it's trimming, removal, or storm cleanup, our certified pros get the job done safely and efficiently. We're licensed, insured, and ready 24/7 for emergency calls. Big or small, we cut them all. ECR Total Landscapes. Call now for a free estimate, 865-384-2012, and mention promo code FANRUN for free stump grinding on any tree removal now through the end of the year. Also, visit us at ecrtotallandscapes.com.
Basilio here for Budget Transmissions. TGMD, the great Matt Dixon, took his Ford Escape to budget, and like our gold bullet back in the day, it was a total mess. And now, Matt's back in the game. He's got a new transmission, axle, wheel bearing, both radiator hoses, engine mounts, coolant hoses. I mean, his Ford Escape was about to escape to the junkyard, but he didn't begrudge it. He took it to budget, and now he's on his way back to Omaha. Budget Transmissions, over 30 years in business, conveniently located in Bearden. All extended service contracts are honored. A gold certified Repair Pal member. 865-584-4391. 865-584-4391. Budget Transmissions. Don't begrudge it. Take it to budget.
Josh Collins at Collins Insurance Agency. At Collins Insurance, we strive to ensure our customers receive better coverage along with bigger savings. Our community is important to us. We want to provide exceptional service to our customers. Anybody can provide great rates, great coverage, but can you also get great service? And hey, don't just take my word for it.
What's up, everybody? Zakai Ziegler here. My family turns to Collins Insurance Agency for the best service, coverage, and price.
So don't just go online and get some random insurance. Experience the Collins Insurance difference.
Like he said, experience the Collins Insurance difference. CollinsInsuranceTN.com. CollinsInsuranceTN.com. And hey, their Mama's Easy approved. CollinsInsuranceTN.com. Thank you to Josh Collins and ZZ.
One more thing, Tony. Go Vols.
Yee-haw! I've been hooting and hollering ever since I started betting with the VIP Play app. VIP Play has more than 200 leagues, every bet type you can imagine, live betting and live hosts, all with 24/7 support from real live people when you need them. Start betting better with the VIP Play app today.
Don't be a better, be a better with VIP Play today.
VIP Play coming soon. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-889-9789. Must be 21 plus and located in Tennessee to bet.
Hey there, Basilio crew. Jennifer Morris with Keller Williams Realty. The holiday season is here, and if your plans include unwrapping your new home, then take advantage of less competition and motivated sellers while others are out fighting over parking spots at the mall. Smart buyers are out snagging deals on great homes, and I'm ready to help. Give me a call, 865-694-5904, or reach out at nextmovesmokymountains.com. That's nextmovesmokymountains.com. And as always, go Vols!
And we're back with you, 865-200-5402. It's funny, Byron and Byron's world today, and then we'll go to the phones because we have a lot to talk about. Ton of tidbits here to share with you that we will throughout this hour. But the first of which is that Ross Dellinger has a new report out. Fresh and happening, fresh off the presses. I want John's thoughts, Matt's thoughts, and Bry's thoughts, and the caller's thoughts. There's a new report out today that a 16-team playoff next year, well, they've thrown a curveball at everybody. Say goodbye to Hollywood. It's not going to be 8 on-campus games in the first round, which is what everybody expected. Of course it's not. I mean, why would I do that? Why would I reward the fans? Why would I reward the 8 high seeds? Why would I do something normal? Why would I, do these sorts of things? Go ahead.
Why would I do what's best for the game?
Right. Why would I do what's best for the game?
Nonsense.
It's going to be the same exact format and schedule as this year, but they're going to be adding a 13 versus 16 and a 14 versus 15 game the week of the Army-Navy game, play-in games. Okay. ESPN prefers adding 2 games on Saturday with no NFL games over a full weekend of on-campus games competing with the NFL. The same article said ESPN is barely breaking even on the college football playoff, which is why they're giving half the games to TNT. They have sold half their games to TNT, who does need the inventory or the sports stuff now that they've lost their affiliation with the NBA. The main focus is avoiding the NFL. So we may end up with no Saturday playoff games in the future.
What?
The main focus is avoiding the NFL, who have basically, if you look at this weekend, the NFL has 2 games and 2 windows. And that's where they put the Crip games. The Tulane game, the JMU game. In the future, the NFL's talking about backing it up and going with 3 games in that window just to urinate all over college football. And guess what will happen, John, if that happens? Everybody's going to watch the NFL. I don't understand it. I think the NFL is one of the most overrated things in the world.
Everybody's not going to watch it, but the NFL is just...
It's a behemoth.
It's so... You just can't...
Yeah.
You can't beat it.
No, it's a behemoth. And I don't understand it.
But I'd rather watch a college playoff game.
Any day of the week. I'd rather watch last night's... I'd rather watch that Old Dominion game last night than watch those Thursday night NFL games with Cutie Pie on the call. But that's just me. Let's go to the phones. 865-200-5402. Matt Diskin, if I gave you your choice, because in the industry right now, and I just got a totally huge download. If I gave you your choice at Tennessee of Sorsby, Levitt, or Joseph, Matt, who would you choose?
I mean, are we taking into account the amount that it will take for those guys, or just who would I take out of the three?
Just who you would take.
Yeah, who you would take.
Because Tennessee has unlimited money, apparently.
Who would you take?
I mean, probably Leavitt.
Here is one projection. And again, I just got a huge download. I just want to share this with you. This is what one agent thinks is going to occur. This doesn't mean this is going to occur, and I have no knowledge of this. This just comes from an agent, okay? C.J. Bailey, Miami's going to overpay for him. Matt said a couple days ago, and then we'll go to the phones here momentarily. It's a geophysical. It's getting ready to be the geophysical year of the caller, and I want to practice that in 2026.
I'm looking forward to it.
You're very much. C.J. Bailey to Miami. Matt made a great point. Miami doesn't even pretend like they're recruiting high school quarterbacks anymore. They're just going to go. They're doing what Oregon does. They're just going to go and get the next guy.
But that's the way to go.
Mastamaker is going to go to Oklahoma State where he follows his coach. He's a nice player.
What's his name again?
Mastamaker. Chambliss Mastamaker. Chambliss is going to follow Lane Kiffin to LSU is the belief. This Joseph guy I'm coveted right now, this agent believes is going to end up ultimately at Virginia Tech where he's going to run James Franklin's offense, which would make sense, Matt, because it doesn't call for throwing the ball long. It's the one difference between James Franklin's offense is a lot less vertical than Josh Heupel's offense, but he does ask the quarterback to run and get hit a bunch.
This guy can run.
It's also not really an offense because you don't score.
That's a great point.
A brutal offense.
This agent believes, and we'll see how this plays out. This agent believes that Lagway is going to end up at Baylor. What do y'all think of that? Lagway at Baylor?
I really have questions about him.
I wouldn't touch him with a 10-foot pole. I wouldn't touch him.
He's from Houston. It makes sense that he can go get a nice paycheck in the Big 12.
And then his final for me is he said, Tony, you'll like this one. He said, share it with your listeners. Don't use my name. No sweat. He said, Sorsby, Leavitt, I will bracket together. He said, one will be at Tennessee and one will be at Texas Tech. Guys, if you gave me a choice between Leavitt and Sorsby, I love it at Leavitt, and I would leave Sorsby. I'd take that Leavitt guy in 10 seconds.
I like Sorsby.
Over Leavitt?
I think you can't go wrong there.
What would you do? Matt, Sorsby or Leavitt? You have a choice. He'd take Leavitt. Let's go to the phones.
I'd take Leavitt, but I wouldn't mind
Sorsby
either.
Telling us a 16-team playoff was going to mean playoff games on home sites, and they've come right back with this garbage and playing play-in games. Man, what are we doing?
And so they're giving what ideally it's so obvious. You eliminate conference championship games,
right?
Have 16 teams,
right?
No buys, 8 games. And now they're going to have play-in games. Play-in.
And you know what they're going to do, too? Instead of championship games, they're going to have 3 versus 6 play-in games. They're going to do that. They're going to do that other play-in thing.
So
it's idiotic.
Go ahead. The only quarterback that has playoff experience in this is Gunnar Stockton.
Wow.
Something to think about.
Let's see.
That's true.
Well, if Brian says it, I believe
that's true. That's true.
That is interesting.
Hey, Matt, a friend of mine that's steeped in the sport, he said, why in the world would any of these teams fool around with high school quarterbacks and waste your money on that?
Of course not.
Like what John's saying. Is it getting to that point, Matt, where you're just wasting your money?
I mean, it certainly feels that way and is trending that way. It's interesting. I used to be, go get, your 5-star or high 4, whoever you want, like out of high school. And because if you hit with them, you hit big, especially with like Heupel's offense. But there's just a lot of risk there. And, especially if you have a guy that if they don't play their first year, like you're kind of just paying them for nothing. But those players have to go somewhere. So, but it is interesting. It does feel like the high school quarterback, even if they are a 5-star elite guy, you don't even reap the rewards of that for 2 or 3 years. So why pay them on the front end when you can, go get the proven guy who's got some season to him. So it certainly feels like that's the right path. I don't know.
Here's the issue.
I like having Faison Brandon, but there's we don't know how good he's going to be, and he's almost certainly not going to help you next year. So it's like, what kind of is the point there?
But
again, if you hit with a guy like that and he plays up to that potential, you're not only in the playoffs, you're winning playoff games.
Yeah, but one thing, keep in mind what happened with Nico. I mean, suppose this freshman comes in and he is pretty good and you're ready to start him his second year, but then he's got leverage and he says, well, I'm going to need a little more money. You're going to be competing with everybody all over again.
That's such a good point. The bust rate, too, is what's got me. The bust rate on those 5-star guys.
You don't know.
No, the bust rate's like 45 to 50%. I mean, it's a very high, might be even higher than that bust rate. And truly, let me go through the quarterback thing again because people on YouTube are wondering, and then we'll go to the phones. By the way, Indiana's deciding between Mendoza's brother or going out and going big fish and luring somebody into the portal.
Well, see, Sorsby was there once before. He transferred from Indiana.
Yeah, that's right. Raiola, by the way, is trying to get involved with Oregon, but Oregon doesn't want to pay him what he wants. But that was Raiola's plan when he jumped in, was to get involved with Oregon. This is Agent World conversation. Byron Brown and Auburn are all but going to happen. Okay, let's move along here. And then I'll go to our phones. CJ Bailey is tagged to Miami. This is just the scuttlebutt, okay? It doesn't mean any of this is, again, real or whatever, but it's fun to look at this stuff. Mestamaker from Oklahoma State, who's a nice player, is going to follow that coach there at Oklahoma State. Going to follow him. Chambliss is going to follow his coach to LSU. That makes sense. Joseph, the guy I want at Tennessee, looks like he's going to go to Virginia Tech, according to this. Lagway looks like he's heading to Baylor. That's going to leave for Tennessee and Texas Tech either Sorsby or Leavitt. And if that's the case, let me tell you something. I'll kiss the ground you walk on if we end up with Leavitt. Okay?
Well, I would think, if to me,
I don't want that Sorsby guy.
Why?
Whose parents live here. Because I'd rather have Leavitt.
Bo Prabula has now entered the transfer portal from Missouri. So there you go. There's another one.
He's not very good, though.
Gah!
Well, he's not.
He's awful.
He can't throw it all.
No, he can't throw it all.
Oh, I think
he's a horrible pass. He's
horrible.
Like a poor man Sorsby.
Yeah, it's what he is.
I think he's better than that.
No, he's horrible.
No,
look up his passing numbers in SEC games.
John, I want to.
It's bad.
If he shows up in my neighborhood for a snowball fight, I'd go outside and throw a snowball fight with him. I'd beat him, and I got a rag arm.
I can imagine.
Hello,
but
yeah.
But wait a minute.
Yeah.
So we're talking about, but I just don't get the thing. Sorsby, man, I was watching that TCU Cincinnati game.
He blows.
What?
John, he's very good when he's good, but man, when he's bad, you're losing. Now, if we get him, he'll be the greatest thing since sliced bread, and I'll pump him up all off season, and I'll practice party discipline. But right now, I don't
party discipline.
Matt, isn't he too combustible? This Sorsby guy.
Well, I mean, when he's, you're right. When he's bad, it's really bad. But that's because when he gets behind the sticks, he's not a great passer, and a lot of that is the offense he plays in is just not a good passing concepts offense. Like, it's all based on the run game. So it'd be a huge adjustment for a guy like that. I'm just not sure he's a good enough passer to excel in Heupel's offense. He's definitely a better runner than he is thrower, which doesn't mean he can't do it or develop into that. It's just that offense that Satterfield runs there is so elementary in the passing game. It's a lot like Florida's, where they're run first and play action and kind of, gimmicky and catch you like out of position to hit guys. It's not some
Levitt,
go through progression type offense where you throw the ball downfield.
Levitt's a dynamite leader.
Levitt couldn't beat Mississippi State this year.
Back to the phones we go. He led his team to playoffs last year.
So,
yeah,
I mean,
this
Florida
year he couldn't beat
targeting Colton Joseph. They say.
Who is?
Kevin Brockway said Florida.
They got the guy from Georgia Tech.
Yeah, they got the guy from Georgia
Kevin
Tech.
Brockway just said it. I'm looking at his tweet.
Well, they got the guy from Georgia Tech. So that'll be fun.
Oh, Florida got him?
Florida is taking a kid named Aaron Philo.
Yeah,
who's
the
the all-time lead. That's exactly right. From Georgia Tech.
But who is Georgia Tech getting?
I don't know.
Look at the possibilities we have for next year. An even better reason why, another reason at least, why Tennessee wants to get a transfer quarterback. You're going to play Auburn with Byron Brown.
Yes.
That guy had an unbelievable year.
Yes.
I know it was in South Florida, but
yes.
If you watched him, that guy can play. He's a runner. He accounted for 42 touchdowns.
Yes.
Then you've got Chambliss from Ole Miss. That guy would have been in the Heisman conversation if he'd started from day one.
Yes.
Ty Simpson back at Alabama, Lenore Sellers at South Carolina. That's some
Arch Manning coming to town.
Arch Manning. Those are 5 guys. Tennessee's got to get a quarterback to compete with those
Uncle
guys.
Peyton in the sheriff's suite's going to have one of those dual coats on that day. Hello and welcome into our next call. You're on the air.
He'll be wearing Tennessee.
Shout out to Ernie Banks. Let's play 2 today.
You got it. Let's play 2.
Happy John Adams Day and Matt Dixon's birthday.
Sing a few bars to him, Polly Joe, will you?
I'm afraid you'll cut me off before I get to what I want to talk about.
Let's do it. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
Let's have a party at the Animal Clinic.
Happy birthday, dear Matt Dixon. Happy birthday to you. All right, go ahead and launch on Barnes.
Guys, remember? Guys, do you remember Rocky 3?
Come on,
when the reporters, the media asked Clubber Lang his prediction for the fight against Rocky.
Pain.
Yes, that was it. Okay.
Yeah.
I would like to reply to Byron's email on how to get on John's Christmas column if possible, Tony.
All right, hit it.
Here's a side shout out to Butchie Boy with this. LOL. Number 1, there's 3. Number 1, 150% pain. Number 2, 250% misery. And 3, 500% stupidity.
I love it. You think Butchie Boy's told his team yet, John, that the only reason he's not a candidate at Michigan right now is because of them? Like he told the football team when they had an opening. He goes, some of you probably have heard that I'm a candidate. No, I'm not. I'm not a candidate at Michigan because you suck. I mean,
that was such a great rant, him coming off the field.
Yes.
Oh, after he'd lost the game on the 1 yard line, he didn't use it, had one timeout in his pocket.
He's in the playoffs tonight, I think, or the bowl game tonight.
Can you imagine if you mixed Shane Beamer and Butchie?
Ooh.
Hey, Paulie, who do you have in that game tonight, the Arkansas State game? What side you on?
Oh, I'm on Butchie. I'm going to die with him.
No, I'm on Butchie, too.
He brings me entertainment.
Yes, he does.
But it's better to see.
Guys, also, I do have one quick thing about a quarterback portal, because I was completely mad when they chose C.J. Carr at Freeman, because Minchie, and he has 2 years left. If you could get him cheap, and Minchie should have been the starter at Notre Dame. And you have 2 years with him,
Minchie.
And I don't think they would have lost one or both with him.
Are you a Minchie fan?
Yes.
Because he's in the portal.
Yes, and
Adam
you've got
Sparks
2 years.
wrote about him in the Vols.
You know, you get him, and you have 2 years with him.
He's from Nashville.
I wanted him to start, Tony.
What kind of quarterback is he?
Oh, man, he throws, and he can run.
So why did he win the
job?
job?
He's a strong kid. He reminds me a little of Kyler Murray, his physical build.
Well, why didn't he win the job?
I think there was more things at Notre Dame going on.
It's Lloyd Carr's
the best
grandson.
player.
Lloyd Carr's grandson, man.
Honestly.
It's political.
Okay. More political and other things, if we'll go there. Hey, guys, you all know I study tons of game film and I do have unlimited sources. You guys know that, right?
Yes. Your body of work down through the years has spoken for itself.
I mean, dude, you don't know the hours and time I spend watching games over and over.
Yes.
Give me a ballpark figure. How many games do you watch a weekend?
This past year, he spent several thousand hours.
I watch every game, but I watch them 3 or 4 times.
You watched every game that was played 3 or 4 times. Okay.
3 or 4 times for my team.
Yes.
Sometimes 5.
Yes.
Unlimited sources. And I'm not going to, I know, Adams, every time I say that, you try to make me to spill the beans, but that's why I have so many, is because I don't tell you you'll never get them from me.
What about if you were tortured? You say never. What about if you were tortured?
I would be like Suge Knight when the police are talking about Tupac. I won't speak.
What about if they wrapped you in a gorilla suit?
Never, John, never.
Hey, Matt, have you seen that documentary on the whole thing with Sean Combs? It's on Netflix, right?
I have not.
Matt, that thing's incredible.
Why is it
incredible? Unbelievable, isn't it, Tony?
It's unbelievable how dark that guy is.
If you get through the first episode,
unbelievable
there's
how dark
only
that
4.
guy is.
If you get through the first, if you watch the second one, you'll be like, "Oh my God!
Gosh.
I don't know if there's ever been a sickest human being in the world."
What hasn't this guy done?
But I don't even want to. Why would I want to watch that?
It's just incredible. It's incredible.
All right, guys, back, and then I'll let you go. I got to get to work, but
you got to get a shot in on Barnes. Go ahead.
With all the sources and the time I study on game film and the sources, when the hell is Bruins going to get the big man, all the big men, out of the paint so Nate can go to work and do what he's got to do?
Let Nate cook.
Merry
Christmas,
gentlemen.
Let Nate cook. John, by the way, will you be in here next Tuesday for our Festivus celebration of my birthday? Because it's the 23rd, my birthday. Also Festivus, so people can call and air their grievances with me on my birthday. I don't want mirth on my birthday. I don't want a celebration. I don't want no mistletoe. I'm quoting now, all I want for Christmas is you. I don't want no ho, ho, ho. John, there will be a Festivus celebration December 23rd on my birthday. Can you make it for that when people just come in here and blast me?
Will you be here for it?
Yeah.
I usually prefer to talk about people behind their back, but I could make an exception.
Your annual, when I'm on vacation, show when people call in and just pile drive me.
Yeah.
My phone just blows up and they're like, I can't believe you let this go on your show. And I'm like,
yeah, it was.
What
hard.
Choice do I have?
Well, you opened the door.
Let's get our next call in. Hello and welcome. You are on our Thursday edition.
Tony, it's Taylor. I think a fitting gift for your birthday is a Diego Pavia bobblehead, my friend.
Pretty ignorant.
Happy birthday, Matt. I'll be giving you a Drew Gilbert one. Hey, John. I have been reading your articles off and on since 87, 88.
Wow.
And
thank you.
Yeah, it goes back a long time. I've been calling Tony since September of 1994, and I'm still waiting on a copper card that he promised me in October of 1994. What do you think about that, John?
Oh, I can believe that. Totally. Yeah. Because I think Tony promised a lot of people a lot of things and then never delivered.
Well, that's probably a good topic during Festivus. But yeah. I'll stay nice because Tony does a lot of great things for the community, as painful as it is for me to admit that he's actually a good human. But John, Tony's blog today had me thinking of a potential great article for charity. And so I'm thinking like folks like me who don't merit a mention in your holiday article, in the spirit of NIL and pay for play, what if folks like me paid you, donation to charity, to do like a B team article and mention us, or even a New Year's article with an asterisk and note that this person was mentioned because they made a payment to my favorite charity.
Oh,
could be a great fundraiser.
Oh no, there would be no B team. You would be on the A team. You'd be at the top of the list.
Are you allowed to do that? Like, say we did a fundraiser for Fish Pantry and everybody that got in there gave money to the.
No, we cannot.
Is that legal?
With our.
Or is that unethical in your deal?
With our company, there's a policy about we can't do GoFundMes, but you could just send me money. You could do that. I mean, it's like off the book ops. You just send me the money, and I promise I will put you in there in the top 10 until you'll be one of the top 10 people.
Maybe you could do like a Venmo on the side, or it could even be Bitcoin, which is not traceable. But I think we're onto something, John.
That's a really good idea. I appreciate you bringing that up because I have had people say, boy, I'd like to get a Christmas gift card. And I do that very randomly. Like I'll ask people, I say, hey, is there anybody you want to give a gift to? Somebody that I don't know. You know what my favorite gift is this year?
What's that?
Aside from Tony's Piper route that I gave him, a new Piper route. My favorite gift was their commercial. I guess, is it all right for me to make a reference to a business or?
Absolutely.
Okay. Well, I was asking Tony, but you seem to be in control of the show now. So I'll take that as a go for it. And I'll eat at the Chop House a lot. I eat at Chop House in Litton's a lot in Fountain City. And for the Chop House, there's one of the greeters there. And I don't know her. I just say hi to her. So I found out her name and I gave her a gift. She doesn't know me, doesn't know who I am, doesn't know anything about it. But somebody will tell her, hey, Rochelle, you got a gold bracelet with a tanzanite stone for Christmas.
In the column.
In the column.
All right. So, John,
What?
I'm not tell you this, but that you're going to creep her out with that, man.
I know. That was my goal.
Well.
Because she's going to be wondering, like, who is this?
No.
Is this real?
And
is it a
she's
stalker?
Go, this is that creepy guy.
Okay.
They're not going to know who it's. They're not going to know. She probably won't even know that's her.
Well, no. It's going to be kind of like that Amachi tailgate young lady that got a little creeped out by Mr. Basilio.
A lot of people get creeped out by him in a park playing music and staring out into space. But I used her first and last names. This is real. This is not.
Yeah, Brian, this ain't some radio stunt.
This is not.
So you got her last name?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I gave her the gift. What's wrong with that? How do you have a problem with it?
I'm just asking. I don't have a problem with it.
Wow. Wow. Woo.
I like that.
I like it.
You know what I gave Brian? You want to hear it?
Hey, Taylor, anything else for us today?
Yeah, last question on the way out. Seriously, so
I thought that was serious. Go ahead.
I saw a great video of St. Tony Vitello dressed in an orange Santa suit, as you so eloquently alluded to a couple of days ago, Mr. Basilio.
Yes.
And it reminded me, he was passing out Santa daddy hats.
Yes.
And I thought, is there any former coach on the planet that would go back to their previous school to honor a charitable commitment other than Coach Tony Vitello? I think likely not. That just says all you need to know to me about the quality of that individual. He's a VFL, and you're the dean for a reason. Go Vols. Merry Christmas.
Yeah, and he texted me Friday night, and he's like, man, I got something for you. Come on down and see me. I'm going to be down at the Samson down there at the park because he's really involved.
I didn't get a text from him.
In the Emerald Youth deal, and he's just different that way, man. Those are big shoes to fill trying to come behind him. Like Brian Penske told us the other day, and we had him on celebrating his world championship of collegiate soccer. Those are big, big shoes to fill with Tony Vitello. Welcome in.
You know that.
Welcome into our next call.
Fake Brian Penske here.
Welcome into our next call. You're on the air. Hi.
How you doing, Tony?
Yeah. Right on.
YOLO.
What did I gave Titans Bill a present.
Interesting.
Yeah, you did. You got last year. You sent me a birthday card with the copper card in it.
Well, that was my wife did that. I wouldn't have given you any money. There's no way.
No, Bill, that's not
this was in my column. I gave you.
You're too busy watching Matlock.
I gave you a luncheon date with Shirley Jones.
Oh! Shirley Jones. Yeah.
Yeah.
That would be a great fantasy for a Christmas party.
A fantasy, Bill?
Yeah.
Bill, kids are listening.
Yeah, I know.
What are you, Aldo Nova?
Yeah.
Life is just a fantasy,
Hey, Tony, you know, the one thing I wish that college football would do is shorten their half times like the NFL does.
Yeah, shake the band out of it. Hell with it. You know, John, TV product.
You know, we used to see the band. I had, through the years, I've had friends in bands. I pick them out.
Bill's feeling sentimental today. Let the band eat cake.
Yeah,
in honor of Maggie Nathan.
Yeah, we don't need the band, Bill.
Maybe they could, in those play-in games, maybe they would let the band play at halftime of those.
It's a good idea, Bill. It's a really good idea. Shorten it to like 12 minutes like the NFL does.
Yeah.
It would give college football more time to spend on commercials.
Do you realize, have you noticed that the commercials, the timeouts run longer now?
Way longer. Not even close.
No.
And I'll tell you, my sausage is burning this morning, Tony. There's one person here who I am really enjoying to rip, and that's Paul Feinbaum, calling Josh Heupel an average coach. I don't see nothing average about him.
When did Firebaum call him an average coach?
I believe yesterday on his show.
The Titans Bill, are you sure it wasn't one of his callers?
Yeah.
No, it was him.
There's no way Firebaum would refer to him as an average coach. Come on, man.
Probably one of the callers.
Hey, Tony, it's a fact what I'm telling you with my hand up.
Just like the day you called in and said R.I.P. Ric Flair, and just like Dewey Warren's birthday.
Well,
maybe Shirley Jones called the Paul Feinbaum show and said
could have been
Josh Heupel was average.
Could have been.
Maybe
I don't know. You know what? There's times Feinbaum can act like a punk and a clown.
Well, we don't allow punks
and that's definitely a fact with my. And that's definitely a fact with my hand up. I'm telling you with my hand up.
Titans Bill, with your hand up. Did you think Josh Heupel was an average coach?
That's a good question of Bill.
Against Vanderbilt?
Well, I'm going to ask Bill. Bill, how would you gauge How would you categorize Josh Heupel at this point?
I think he's a good coach. He's not average, and I don't really think it was more Heupel's fault here. It was more Banks, and it wasn't more Banks. Banks was the one that costed us the game, not Heupel.
Who were you hearing linked with the Titans, Billy?
Huh?
Who are you hearing
with the
linked?
Titans?
Yeah, the head coach. Yeah.
I still want Mike McCarthy, but then again, that's just me.
Are they really, Matt, going to hire the Texas coach, Bill? What's his name?
Scarsazian.
Bill, thanks. 865-200-5402. I mean, if they hire that Scart. Are you currently a residential electrician? Would you like more benefits, better pay, more upside? What about a $3,000 signing bonus? Free company paid health insurance, annual profit share, company vehicle, gas card, much more. Call Advent Electric today. Advent, known for their large commercial jobs around town, and due to high demand, they're adding additional roles for their residential department. Maybe you know a friend, family member that's a residential electrician. Spread the word. Email hr@adventelectric.com. hr@adventelectric.com. 865-588-0631 and ask for the Tony B. 3K signing bonus. Advent Electric is hiring. You got to dream about buying some land and building on that land. Well, Waterside Contracting is your ticket. 25 years of making dreams come true, Michael Scott. For hundreds in our area, custom homes or remodels, Waterside Contracting will build on your lot. They do incredible work all over the area. Structural integrity, quality without compromise. It's a way of life with Waterside Contract. Check out the wonderful work Waterside does. WatersideContractingLLC.com. When it's time for your dreams to come true. Quality without compromising. Waterside Contracting.
College football fans, Chris Fowler here with the play call. This season, go for Dose with ice-cold, refreshing Dos Equis. It's more than a single play. It's a mindset. Think of it as a 2-point conversion for real life. Taking the risk, making the bold move. Whenever we get the chance to go big, we take it. On the field and off, always go for Dose with Dos Equis. Enjoy Dos Equis responsibly. Copyright 2024 Dos Equis Lager Especial Beer. Imported by Cervezas Mexicanas, White Plains, New York.
Hi, I'm Jim Simpson, owner of Simpson Meats. When's the last time you grilled a really good burger or steak? One your friends still talk about. Our goal at Simpson Meats is to make that happen every time you have a cookout. All of our cuts of meats, steaks, burgers, briskets, and pork are always fresh, flavorful, and sustainably sourced. We are family owned, so we know the importance of knowing how and where your food is raised. We have been putting quality first since 1888. Visit our butcher shop off Lovell Road or online at simpsonmeats.com.
Tony Basilio, and we are live once again with Chad Stockton of FC Alliance. And Chad, you're out there on the field, 100 strong here in Knoxville. Talk to me. What's been going on with FC Alliance now that the weather's heating up?
We're out here for the first night of the boys' tryouts. We have over 400 kids that'll be here tonight. So a lot of exciting times right now for us. Our club team start at U9 and we go all the way through U19. We have over 1,000 kids that come from Chattanooga from the Tri-Cities that make all our teams and make this club what it is today. So we're excited about it. We finished the younger kids a couple of weeks ago. We just finished the girls last night, and now we're on to our older boys program as we speak right now.
And we're blowing and going in the Tri-Cities. Tell me about it.
We started FC Alliance North 1 year ago, and coming off the first year, we are the largest, most competitive club up in the Tri-Cities area. We just finished our tryouts last night. Looks like right now we will be well over 400 kids for the upcoming season. So great things happening up there. We've put our boys into some really good regional leagues. So we're excited about what the future holds for them and also our girls programs.
If you want more information, check them out at fcallianceknox.org. That's fcallianceknox.org. Chad Stockton, keep growing the beautiful game here in East Tennessee.
Absolutely. Thanks, Tony.
Tony Basilio along with the great Mark Griffin. And we're here to talk about our friends at Performance Medicine. And Griff, their slogan, stay educated, stay healthy. That's you.
Wow. I really like to think that, Tony, and I'd like to give Dr. Rogers a lot of credit because I definitely want to stay educated and healthy, and knowing that he's putting the time and effort in to make sure of my care. I want to encourage your listeners to put the time to learn and become educated and get to know Dr. Rogers and see if it can help with your health as well.
And there's a really, really easy way to do that. In fact, they've got their own YouTube channel. You can see Dr. Rogers for himself with his staff. It's called The Performance Medicine Show over at the Performance Medicine channel over on YouTube. Also, more information at performancemedicine.net. To our friends in North Knoxville, a brand new location over in Fountain City, now accepting patients. So many ways to reach Dr. Rogers. And like they say, stay educated, stay healthy. Performance Medicine, online, performancemedicine.net.
Located in Knoxville's historic Old City, Barley's offers great food, live music, the best draft beer selection in town, and now your new favorite place to watch sports. Their indoor projector is perfect for any weather, and they've revamped their upstairs area with more TVs to take in all of the action. Their menu features hand-battered chicken tenders, juicy burgers, fresh salads, and the tastiest pizza in Knoxville. You can enjoy their happy hour drink specials daily from open until 6 p.m. Barley's Tap Room and Pizzeria.
The season of giving reminds us of what truly matters, community and connection. Hi there, Jennifer Morris here with Keller Williams Realty. As the year closes, I wanted to take a moment to sincerely thank you, my Basilio family clients. Thank you for trusting me with your most important decisions. Whether it was finding your first home or successfully closing a chapter, your trust means everything. I look forward to new and continued relationships through the new year, and feel free to reach out to me at 865-694-5904 or nextmovesmokymountains.com. That's nextmovesmokymountains.com, and of course, go Vols!
Basilio here with my buddy, Connexial Kristen.
Hey, Tony. Good to see ya. Connexial builds fleet technology that helps transportation and logistics companies win big. Live GPS, easy ELD and compliance tools, AI dash cameras, and asset tracking, all backed by the .1 U.S. customer support team. Want a better playbook for your operations? Visit Connexial.com/Tony. That's KONEXIAL.com/Tony. Connexial, built for drivers, trusted by fleets, and proud Vol fans.
TB back with you, 865-200-5402. Taking you up to the one and the only, ladies and gentlemen, and you will bow thy head when you say thy name. The great William Pattison coming up. Brian Hartman, are you foo-fap for tonight? As we lay down an incredible edition, and that is fired up, focused, and prepared for tonight's edition of Winners and Losers, presented by our friends at Dos Equis. Brian, you know,
darn, I'm going to be tied up tonight, so I can't join. I'm so sorry.
And I wish you could see the expression on Tony's face when you said that. It was just total disappointment. Sense of it almost looked like betrayal, like he felt as though you'd betrayed him. And now he's starting to, I don't know. I don't really want to be in the same room with him, honestly. Tony, you're not going to respond to this?
Back to the phones we go. Hello and welcome in. You're on the air.
How are my friends and compatriots doing today?
W. Lynn, welcome in.
W. Lynn, did you lose your 32-team playoff list? Somebody found it.
I don't think during baseball season I'd have been doing a 32-team football playoff. Now, I might have been doing something regarding baseball, but I do believe I have taken index cards to Lindsey Nelson Stadium with information on them.
You know, Byron, W. Lynn, I got to tell you this because Craig gave me something one time. Because you're not an emailer, right?
No, I just, John might know this. I just got an iPhone 16.
I did not know that, but that is a revelation.
And the only app I've downloaded is the Tony Basilio app, which that's what I'm using now.
Well, Over at tclub.team, if you look at it, you can see that it does look a lot like you're writing what Byron found outside Lindsey Nelson Stadium the other night.
It could be something. I don't know. Could have been a seating chart for the Forge.
W-Lynn.
Because when you jam 20 people on those things, it's kind of tough.
No kidding. W-Lynn, do you draw at all? Do you have any skill in that area?
I have a little bit of skill.
There you go. There was some drawing there. It looked like a wooded area.
I don't know why there'd be a wooded area.
Well,
I
don't know either, but it's like you went into the woods and came out with 32 teams.
Today's show, y'all, if you've just found today's show, this is not indicative of what we do on a daily basis. I'm going to give you a I'm going to give you, Matt, would you call today's show indicative of what we do on a daily basis around here, Matt? Never mind, scratch that.
Happy birthday, Matt. I want to say happy birthday to Matt.
God, what a great guy.
Thank you, W-Lynn.
Matt's a joy, boy. He's a joy.
You know, Tony, you were talking about these bowl games. Why don't we just let every team play a 13th game at the end of the year and only have 15 or 20 real bowl games? They can show all the other games on TV, play them at home stadiums. Just let everybody have an extra game. It's like spring training anyhow.
That sounds like a solution.
Yeah, but I just think a play-in game that Ross Dellinger's speculating on is ridiculous.
Well, did he say 2 playing games, guys?
Here it is, guys. Here it is. Because in case you're just joining us, this is what Ross Dellinger said that they're leaning toward right now. 16-team playoff beginning next season. You're not going to get the 8 on-campus games in the first round.
Right.
Because that makes too much sense. Same exact format once they arrive at the current number of teams. The cut down will be 13 versus 16, 14 versus 15 in play-in games. And the ESPN prefers adding 2 games on Saturday with no NFL over a full weekend on campus. So those games,
Army-Navy game.
Those games will be competing with the Army-Navy game.
Well, Tony, if you add 2 playing games, that only adds up to 14 teams.
Correct. The same article.
So that's what they're wanting to do.
I guess so. And then they're going to give 2 buys. Is that what we're going to do?
Well, no, you have a playing game for spot number 12 and a playing game for spot number 11.
Your W-Lynn's following along a lot better than I am.
I've got it all drawn out right here on my. It's actually on notebook paper, not an index card.
W-Lynn, on that card, do you have like a sketch of a pine tree?
Byron,
no.
Oh, okay.
Hey, Byron, get your metal detector out and get in the Rocky Hill community and see if you can unearth this this deal here.
Wow.
Can we go into the past for a minute just for some fun?
Sure.
I took the old bowl system. Now I'm going way back. I don't know if Matt or Brian will know what I'm talking about.
Of course,
when there was only 4 Big 4 New Year's games: Orange, Sugar, Cotton, Rose. Matt or Brian, do you know who the automatic qualifier for the Orange Bowl was?
It was usually a Big 8 team against Miami.
Bang.
It was the Big 8 team. That's correct. Either you two know who the automatic qualifier for the Sugar was?
The SEC champion was the Sugar Bowl.
Right.
Qualifier.
How about the Cotton?
Southwest Conference champion.
Bang.
That's correct. And
look
the
at
Rose,
Brian. Look at Brian.
And the Rose was Big 10 against Pac-10.
Yep. Yep. The Doze Bowl, Bino used to call it.
And then you'd have the Gator Bowl off the main.
Well, the Gator's not a top 4.
I know. It was like, it was next in line, though.
It was. Gator was next. But what I did was I took the playoff team.
What are you doing?
And the ACC had nothing. that time, way back. If you went with today's playoff teams, the Orange Bowl would have Oklahoma versus Ohio State. The Sugar Bowl would have Georgia versus A&M. The Cotton Bowl would have Southwest champ Texas Tech versus Ole Miss. The Rose would have Indiana versus Oregon. You take those 4 winners, have a 4-team playoff after that.
I would go to that. I'm in.
Yeah,
Matt?
No ACC, no Group of 5.
No, they don't exist.
No, cut them out.
Cut them out.
Didn't the ACC have a Gator Bowl tie-in or the ACC championship?
John tried to say that, but he got shut down because he's got
Well, no.
on his page.
In 1990, around that era, they had a Citrus Bowl tie-in. They won a championship by beating a crummy Nebraska team in the Citrus Bowl, and they went 11-0-1 and shared the championship with Washington.
Georgia Tech,
Colorado.
Yes, I remember. I watched that game.
So, yes, they had a tie-in with the Citrus Bowl back then.
Let's just go back to the way it was like about 50 years ago.
We could do that, and then, like I said, afterwards, if you want to have a Final Four and a championship, go ahead. But
those are some great matchups, though. You know that? Really, read them again.
Oklahoma would be the host of the Big 8 champs back then, playing Ohio State. Georgia would be the host, playing A&M. Texas Tech would be the host, playing Ole Miss, and then Big 10, old Pac-10 would be Indiana, Oregon.
Hell of a
man!
I'm in on all that.
I miss the Pac-10. I miss the Southwest Conference, Big 8.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really getting kind of melancholy in here. It's Christmas season.
But, Tony, I don't know if Ross Dellinger went into it, but I think they're going to do away with home games.
They are.
To appease the conferences and make them do away with championship games.
No, he didn't say that.
And then those first-round games would be the